Welcome to my channel. Welcome to our reading with Nephtara Grace. If this is your first time, so glad to have you here. And if you are returning, welcome back. Love to see it. Love to see you. Little crown chakra spray. And the bag of runes begins. I'm going to go for 4. Woonjo. This might be one of my favorite runes for joy. So Wulo, sun. So Hagalaz, transformation. So like the wheel turns. So something changing, something like waterfall, something being refreshed. But like, ooh, Woonjo and Lagos together. So we have Woonjo, Woonjo for joy. Sawulo, which is like Sawulo for me is like, it's a thunderbolt one. It looks like lightning, right? So it's a change. But it's a change just like the Wheel of Fortune change, okay? Not necessarily a tower, but not unlike one. Especially with Hagalaz out here for transformation. So Hagalaz and Sawulo together I mean, it could occur as a tower. It really could. And then Lagos for water. But like waterfall, again, like this water that cleanses, refreshes, and purifies. So that's beautiful. I'm here for it. Let's get one of these. Yeah. So listen, I think most of the details you might want to know about me as a reader, as a person, my history is on my website, nephtaragrace.com. Yeah, just in case somebody's like, who even is this person? And then starting next month, all of my offerings and services that you can see on my website will be available for you to book starting with the astrological new year. That's March 21st. The healer. We'll get a crystal after that. That's a very clear, interesting. Affirmation: I deserve to be healthy, thriving, and happy. Our healer is in her favorite place, her herb garden. She loves tending the various plants so she can use their magics and medicines when needed. She also finds the very act of tending to her garden healing in itself. She has a deep connection to her body and needs, strengthening her ability to connect and heal others. No more excuses, it's time to heal. You're being called out by your inner self guides and the universe to do what needs to be done for yourself. No more hiding. You've likely been putting other people first and not making yourself a priority. Now your tank is running on empty. Make your healing a priority. Incorporate it into your routine before you find yourself too burnt out, sick, or bedridden. If you aren't sure where to start, it is time to consult a healing professional. Doctor, mental health professional, shaman, naturopathic doctor, whatever works best for you to get on the way. Work with the healer. Schedule time off every week and stick to it. Drink herbal teas. Always research the herbs first without any sugar and drink plenty of water during the day. And then lastly, find a healing buddy to help you stay on track and carry out a healing spell to cement your commitment to healing to the universe. Okay. Okay, this is a big deal. It's coming through like it's not quite whoever, okay, it's not like you're resisting, because I can feel this energy. You're not exactly resisting this healing, but there is a little bit of, there's some type of resignation around this healing. Almost like, what? No, it's not what's the point. What is this? You're resigned about this healing now. It's almost like, yeah, I know what I gotta do, but you're not doing it. And it may, part of this feels like you don't feel like, okay. Yeah, part of this feels like you don't feel, it's almost like you feel like you don't know, like that, like the book said, where to start. Where do I even start, right? But I feel strongly that this shift has happened, like this new beginning we keep talking about. Like the reality of that is you're now in a different type of space, environment, energy, frequency, whatever, what have you. And so you actually, even though you know how to take care of yourself, even though you do know how to heal, you are a healer. Obviously, you know how to heal yourself. Very powerful, one of the most powerful forms of healing. You still, you have to find new ways of doing it. So let's say that you're someone who's used to taking care of yourself in a certain routine, okay? And you've been doing the same thing the same way for this long. Like you always, every morning you wake up at 5 a.m. and you go for a jog, okay? And now you've moved. You know, this new beginning means you moved. And now you live in a neighborhood where there's nowhere to jog. Just an example, But it's something like that. And so whereas you know how to, you normally take care of yourself, recently you've just been like, no, I actually don't, I can't, you know, like almost like you can't do something that you know how to do. And so here's what I will tell you. It feels like you can do what you're used to doing. You just have to find a new way, a new place, a new routine to do it. Like if you're used to doing something in the morning, maybe you now have to switch it up and do it in the afternoon. Or if you're used to doing something at night, maybe you have to figure out how you can do it after lunch during the day on a lunch break or something. But it's like that. And then there are some things I feel like you know to do, you just haven't been doing them. Okay? So that's just real talk. Let me get a crystal energy out here and then we'll take some oracles around this. Give me more about the healer. Whatever's going to be most beneficial to our collective right now. I feel like some of this is a little bit of shell shock too. I really feel it's just me dipping into the energy a little bit. I really feel like based on what you've been through. The middle road, the winter path. You little witch. Based on what you've been through, I feel like there's a part of you that's a bit traumatized too into this. It's not paralysis and it's not inaction. Ooh, this is deep. This is where I get to say, listen, take what resonates. This may not be for you, for the person it is for. If it's for you, you may feel triggered. That's how this triggers you. It's like you have gotten so used to being wounded. You've been wounded for so long. You've been at the forefront of the battle for so long that now it's a new beginning. This is your 4 swords, 6 of swords season, but you are literally energetically, like they're saying harnessed, but attached. You're attached to being 5 of swords energy. You're ready. You've got one hand on the hilt of your sword, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that if you're in active battle, right? But from everything I've been seeing in these readings, you're not in an active battle. That's not to say people aren't trying to form weapons against you. It's just saying that your protection is so deep that none of those weapons are going to act. They're not going to reach you. They're not going to reach you. And this is something you asked for. You asked for a 4 swords, 6 of swords moment, and that's what the divine did. Now, I'm picking up on there's something about this. I'm telling you, there's something about it that you are not. Okay, and I say it like this because I've been studying humans for a long time, okay? When something is obvious to humans make it obvious that that thing is obvious, right? In other words, if it was obvious to you that the battle is over, I don't think you'd have any problem putting your sword down. But there's something happening in your world where you are that has you living life. At any moment now, something's going to blow. At any moment now, the door's going to get kicked in. At any moment now, they're going to come storming in, and you got to be ready. You get, right? That's really what it is. And it's like the whole time the divine is like, no, I'm telling you, it's over. We got this. Yes, there's still conflict, but we're fighting on your behalf now. All you have to do is put the sword down, relax, go sit down. We got this. But you're really challenged to sit down and heal. So here's what I'm going to say about this, okay? This is just a reminder. I'm just gently reminding you as someone who's in the same collective and absolutely has been in this place that we're not talking about, okay? Especially as an Aries female, like I know all about struggling to put a sword down. I have learned, and you know this, so I'm just reminding you, okay? I have learned that when Spirit is asking me to rest, it's because the upcoming season is one of intense activity. So we're here halfway through February, and you know, the astrological new year happens in a little over a month, on March 21st, and my experience is that when that equinox energy hits, it's like an energetic free-for-all out in these spiritual streets. I mean, it'd be like boom, bam, boom, 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 okay? So if spirit is telling you right now, heal now, rest now, you got to do that. Because we've had so many messages coming in about this new beginning, this new beginning, this new beginning. And then I'm telling you, we're like 4.5 weeks away from the actual new beginning. Like where the universe rips the sheet of paper off the notebook, crumples it up, throws it in the trash and says, okay, fresh sheet, blank page. We're slap up against that. Okay. So rest, rest, this healing rest. Okay. Now I'm going to read the silver, the lunar path first, and then Amazonite. This Amazonite in particular, is reminding me of light and shadow. Okay, if you know anything about me, anything about my work, anything about my background, what I teach as a shaman, I absolutely teach the balance of light and shadow. That is the realm that I play in. I am a creature of light and I am a creature of shadow. And I am both and I own both. All right, so I will tell you that it looks like whatever it is that needs to be healed, it's like it's got to be healed or it's going to delay you from moving forward when it's time to move forward. And I feel very strongly like it's like seconds ticking by on the clock. It's about time to move. And this is spirit like you've got to heal now. You've got, your next. I was reading this story recently. And in the story, the main character, the protagonist, is like a human fighting in like a trial. It's almost like a Hunger Games, but with vampires, okay? And so this person she's like the only human, okay? And she has, vampires can heal themselves. You know how the stories are. Well, at one point so vampires can heal themselves. So she has to use healing potions if she gets hurt in like the Hunger Game trials. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so she at one point is so upset about something that's like she intentionally delays taking her healing potion, like an act of rebellion. But of course, the only person that hurt was her. Right? And then at one point in the story, it dawns on her like, look, I have another, the third trial is tomorrow, and I haven't taken my healing potion, and I need to take the healing potion and then have a full night's sleep for it to really fully heal my wounds. I may have waited too late, right? It's giving that kind of energy, like this is your moment to sit down and take your healing potion before your next trial starts, because it'll be too late. Okay, rock bottom. I feel like you're in your feelings. Stuck in the mud. Look at that. Rock bottom, stuck in the mud. And strength. You own one. I'm not mad at it. I understand, because I can feel this energy very strongly. I'm not out here telling your business, but I understand rock bottom, stuck in the mud, and strength. So here's the thing. You remind me of this character real bad. It's like, this is so funny. It's like, oof. This is so deep, Lord Jesus. I don't know who you are, but I just know that I love you, okay? Because I feel this hard. It's like you know you're strong enough that you can wait to the last minute. Now you're giving me the vibes of that kid who's so smart. They stay up and party all night, and the next morning they just breeze through the test. That's this energy. So it's like spirit's like, you need to heal. Like, you come on, like Woonjo, Joy, like, come on, let's get up under this. And you're like, yeah, I don't want to heal right now. Like literally, I don't want to heal right now. But it's because and spirit does too. Like, no, you'll heal, and you'll heal in time. And that's just how it is. But right now, there's something that isn't the way you want it to be. And I'm gonna tell you, it feels a little bit like a tantrum. This isn't judgment. I'm just calling this out so that the person that this message is for can just really get how loved you are. Okay? All right. I said we were going to do silver first. Let's do silver. These oracle cards are pretty self-explanatory. We know what's up with that. I'm going to let you see it though. Yeah. Because sometimes it's helpful to be called out in a loving way and really get the impact of your stubbornness. Okay, silver. The lunar path. This energy. There's something about you. There's something about you. You have this power. You have this strength and you know it. But there's something like you're not This is the Master Crystal Deva Argent Tel M. If silver has come to you today, it is time to activate and harmonize the goddess self. She lives in you as your most feminine component and is seeking a pathway of new expression. Take time to feel and balance your emotional body and be sure to verbally express what is found there in a forgiving and compassionate manner. You may need to accept the closure of some cycles and birth new ones. An active emotional body is a good base for action that changes lives. Drink plenty of pure water for the next couple of days. Silver's presence often means a total clean out of your system. Silver is also the first energy to present when a soul is readying to incarnate. This card should always be seen as a symbol of feminine fertility and the fact that a little soul is ready. This is a sacred mineral of Isis and Lady Nada. Seek them, they will be close. The affirmation for silver is, I walk the path of the moon. Its cycle is my emotional freedom. I walk the path of the moon. Its cycle is my emotional freedom. I walk the path of the moon. Its cycle is my emotional freedom. God, that's powerful as hell. To have this with the healer card is beautiful. Key words here is the moon, the goddess self, pathway of Isis, the wolf, the goddess Hecate, and child. Okay, that child is standing out to me for somebody. Amazonite, the middle road is next. I think we talked about the Amazonite before, so very near and dear to my heart. It's beautiful to have those two together. The middle road and the lunar path. Amazonite is the Master Crystal Deva, Amazonia. If Amazonite has come to you today, Spirit has a message or direction concerning your chosen path in life. The time is here to empower yourself and see your achievements in life, your progress. From that space, make the choice or decision that you've been putting off. The reason for your delay where this change is concerned is that you or someone close to you is unable to see the bigger picture as it is hidden from view. A new, original way or path, gifted and governed by Spirit. The new solution is a shade of both the black and the white. It combines all of the options that have resulted in the inaction to this point. And listen to the self. It only knows truth at the heart. Affirmation, I walk the path I am. I walk the path I am. Yin Yang balance is one of the key words here, as well as Krishna, Buddha, and Ma'at. Okay, so this is like, maybe you are just resisting. Maybe that's it. Maybe you know you've got this choice coming up and you don't want to make the choice, which means you've already made the choice. Oh my God, you're playing. Don't think you're playing with God, though. Don't think you're playing with God. Okay. Let's get some tarot out here. Good Lord. What is this energy, then? You're going to be okay. The energy's good. I feel very strongly you make all the choices that there are to make. Let's start off with the Lovers and the Emperor, just because, why the hell? Listen though. Okay, so the Lovers is a connection, a collaboration even, but really a connection, a relationship, not necessarily romantic, just a connection, okay? That it's in a major arcana, is this a life-changing connection? The Emperor is someone who's a business owner, a father, a masculine energy that is authoritative. It is Aries energy. It is, look, he's got the two rams on his throne and the ram horns at the back of his throne. I mean, this guy's in charge. He's a boss, okay? So this is a connection to a boss. Is that I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a shine light boss. Oh, just when you think you're having a good time, look who comes out to play. He's like, what about me? Notice that at the bottom of this card are the lovers again, but this time they're in a codependent situation, yeah? They're not free like they are here. They're bound. They're in a codependent dynamic here with the devil card. And that's what the devil energy is. It's like this sense of really being trapped to something, but it's a stronghold type of trap. It's not Eight of Swords where you're just not seeing something. It's the devil. Like you are bound to something that you seemingly have no control over. You still do. It's still an illusion like the Eight of Swords, but it is like, it's deeper. It's deeper than the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is someone might slap you around and rip the blindfold off. You're like, oh my God, I made it. But the devil is like, no, there's really, something's got you bound and stuck into something. And then devil coming out with the Five of Wands. What did I say? I said it's a four. So you asked for 4 swords, 6 of swords, and you got it. But you're so used to being in goddamn conflict, codependent energies. I'm telling you. But that's over. That's over. It's like that Ace of Wands is the divine giving you the willpower and the strength to break the chains that you see in the devil card and have this really be an Ace of Cups, the lovers, and not this. See, this devil, even though it's got the same lovers on it, the devil is always going to, look, 15, 5. This is, the difference here is 10. The Wheel of Fortune is the difference here. Okay? The devil is always going to end up in a 5 of Wands situation. There's nothing you can do about that. It's just, that's what it is, okay? Anytime you do codependency, any type of a lack of self-love at that level is always going to end in conflict. And don't forget, codependency is just what they call it, the self-love deficit disorder, right? But it seems like the divine is literally giving you the exact tool you need with this Ace of Wands to transmute that 5 of Wands into an Ace of Cups. Like, to have you transmute and love yourself. Like, this self-love is for real. Ace of Cups with this King of Wands. Interesting. Something feels like it's moving backwards, but it's good. So it feels like... it feels like somebody made a deal with the devil, but now... Hold on a minute. Whose story is this? Somebody made a deal with the devil? And somebody... It looked like... it looked like the divine broke something up. See, here's that 4 swords, Queen of Pentacles. This is you right here. You over here. My grandmother's here. Hey, Granny, how you doing? I can tell sometimes when my voice changes, like which ancestor is here. By the way, who's here today? How do I say your name? I do know you. We've done Poyel. I know we've done some stuff together. So Mikael, Metatron, Poyel, and Raziel. Oh, Poyel, I remember you. It's good to have you here. Okay. 4 swords, Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna put that over here because that's you. But this is a story. I'm telling you. Somebody, listen. I'm gonna tell you what about this as well. It's like somebody. This emperor wanted a relationship, and they went to the devil and was like, "Hey, I want this person. You know, make me an emperor so I can get this person." Aladdin. I'm like, you know where he says to the genie, like, "Make me a prince." Only it's a devil, not a jinn, who did this, right? So, well, I don't know if it was. I don't know who this emperor went to and said, "Make me an emperor." And it looks like it looks like a King of Wands went and made a deal to become an emperor because they wanted a relationship. Okay, but now we got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups out here. It's like the divine. The divine did something. The divine busted it up. Because when the King of Wands went to the devil, it took what would have been a lover situation and made it a Five of Wands situation. Does that make sense? Because the King of Wands introduced the devil as a third party to the lovers. Does that, if you look at the lovers card and there's just two people, let me go back. Let me show y'all. Okay. See these two lovers? There's nothing in between them. There's divinity overlooking them, right? There's the spirit of the eternal overlooking them, but there's nothing in between them. But there's now a third party in between this couple. And in your personal life, the way that could be another person, a job, an addiction, like trauma from childhood. Like it could look like anything, okay? It could look like anything. But the point is, it introduces this third party energy that inevitably, like it can't help but end in a Five of Wands. Can you get that? Like it's just like there's no way it's not going to happen. If for no other reason than these two people are no longer even talking to each other directly. It's like a game of telephone now. Can you see that? There is a game of telephone. Everything is being translated through this third party energy, so it's always going to end in contention and strife, because how could it not? That's, And so it's like the divine said, okay, well, we're going to put an end to that strife. We're going to take that Five of Wands and have it become an Ace of Wands. So an Ace of Wands is like the willpower to do something new, the passion to do something new, the desire to do something new. And I think that's really important, because when we talk about something that is full of contention and strife, one thing, I don't know, for me, if I'm in any type of, I used to work for corporate people, y'all. 20 something years ago, I was that person in corporate America. And I had jobs that were, well, they paid well. But I would go into the office and I have a migraine by 8:30 in the morning. It's like, 30, 45 minutes at my desk and I have a migraine because the stress level was so high. So having been in a situation of really high stress, I really came to understand what a priority my peace is. And I became someone over time who would do anything to protect my peace. This Five of Wands going to the Ace of Wands like that is like the divine alchemizing and transmuting that chaos and strife into peace like that. And from that place of peace, now we have an Ace of Cups. Now this Ace of Cups is like the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups transmutes this devil energy back into the lovers originally, okay? Now, but when it does that, please understand, when it does that, the Emperor actually now goes back to being a King of Wands. Does that make sense? That's how the story's coming into me, okay? So it's like that, because that was the deal. That was the deal. That was made, okay? But the King of Wands didn't know what it was going to cost him. Because imagine that you make a deal with the devil to have this person, but then the relationship is so full of conflict and strife. At the end of the day, you're not even sure if you want to be with this person. And this person isn't sure if they want to be with you anymore, because you involved the third party energy that just made it all go to hell, right? But in this particular case and situation, this is a reason to celebrate. There's something possible now that wasn't possible before, which I think is really funny and telling. There's a story, there's a moral here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it out here. I think so many times in our society, we are told you got to be this person. If you want the girl, if you want the job, if you want the prestige, if you want the respect, you got to be this person, and you got to do whatever it takes, even if it means making a deal with this person, if you want to have the Four of Wands. But this is not like that. This is literally, no, if you want the Four of Wands, this is what you got to avoid. You got to avoid trying to be promoted by a means that just, it ain't really a promotion. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You didn't get anything. And it cost you everything. It cost you everything. But this Four of Wands is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. New beginning. So, we're going to go back to this conversation about healing. Because I feel really strongly like, if I look back over my notes, because I do take notes from all of the readings, you guys, this is something that is divine, but it's cloaked. I don't know why it's cloaked, but this is divine, but it's cloaked, okay? Is this is something that's been laid out before you and being revealed step by step by step by step. It is requiring a massive amount of trust, for you and the universe. But this new beginning is a big deal. I think there's letting go. I'm just going to tell you how it's coming in. Letting go of how you thought things were going to go, accepting how things have gone, understanding that all of your emotions are valid. There we go, that lunar path, yeah. And allowing your emotions to wax and wane like the phases of the moon, right? Because we are free in that cycle, in the cycles of the moon, like Silver was speaking to in that affirmation. Yeah, there is a resistance. There is a resistance. Yeah, I understand it because it looks like the universe is recycling something old when you asked for something new. This is a mind fuck for you because the universe is telling you this is new, but it looks old. And it looks old because I got this because it's the King of Wands. Oh, Jesus, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is deep. Listen, baby boo. Look at the sun trying to come out. The king. I got what I had out here, a King of Wands and a Sun card. So we got Leo energy. Leo is significant. Emperor's out here. Aries is significant. And the Fool to the Sun. Like this is eyes wide open though. Who's that? I said that and then watch it. The Two of Swords. The Sun and the Two of Swords. Okay, so normally the Two of Swords, we say, okay, well, there's a choice and you got to make a choice. But I feel like this is the Sun with this Two of Swords is really like the universe saying, you have a choice to make, but we want you to be very clear about your choices. There's no blind spots for you. The Sun with the Two of Swords has no blind spots. No blind spots, okay? You're going to see it all. And so I think this Magician at the bottom of that, I think this is a really important reading for you to get. Whoever this King of Wands energy that you've been dealing with, there was something, we talked about this in the other reading, but I said it was like Beauty and the Beast or Romeo and Juliet, but nah, this shit is real. That King of Wands energy in your life was in some type of contractual agreement with some dark and evil entity, okay? They're not anymore. They're just they're just a regular old person, okay? But you went through so much this last turn of the wheel. You went through so much while they were inhabited by this thing that you need to be healed. You need to be healed. Moon at the bottom of the deck. You need to be healed. There's a hermit not far behind. I believe it. You need to be healed so that you can accept that everything that happened for a reason. The fact that you are here, that you are alive, that you triumphed is really critical, I think, for you to begin to embrace and accept. It's like a demonic entity waged spiritual warfare with you through this person. And once you beat that demonic entity, they left this person, okay? So now this person is free and clear and the battle's over for you, but because this person is still around you and they were like the weapon that your op wielded against you, you have a hard time taking your hand off the sword. Picture all makes sense now, don't it? I really get that. And that's what I get. That's that feeling of the universe is telling you something's new, but it looked like it's old, and you're trying to figure out, it's like you're gonna heal because you know you can. Like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna forgive, you're gonna have all that's gonna go down. But it's almost like you're still sitting. There's something about this just isn't sitting. You're just like, no. So I don't. I'm not gonna pretend to know what you want or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. But I do want you to know, I got it. I feel your energy. I got the word I'm going to use is consternation. The consternation over what has happened, what has transpired, and how it's played out. I mean, to say that you just didn't see it coming would be an understatement. It really would. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You fought long and hard and bravely. And I think part of this has been you dealt with a lot of lies, a lot of betrayals, a lot of secrets, and you stood with truth and love the entire time. There's that Hermit at the bottom of the deck. And now it's like, okay, well, you would like to be dealt with in truth and love as well, and that's what the universe is doing. And particularly, in readings like this, it's like, okay, well, look, truth and love. Here's the truth of what was happening, and you get to choose what you want to do from here. And I want to say, I've got the Three of Swords with the Two of Wands out here. I feel like this is really, I feel like this just makes sense. 35 on the timer, given the story that's unfolding here. When we talk about, look, the timeline, the story that I'm picking up on, the red and the white rose. It really is like, the way it feels is the situation was heartbreaking, and love remains, and you're ready to go somewhere else where heartbreak is not. Is how that's coming through. Okay, War of Roses. Roses may be significant in some regard, some capacity. Give me something else. We got the truth out here. Eight of Swords. So, interesting. We talked about the Eight of Swords at the beginning of the reading, how it's more, it's a self-imposed, it's a self-imposed restriction. There's two eights right here. You feel like you're not able to accomplish something where you are. And that's a burden for you. But that 10 actually breaks down to a 1 and can easily be transmuted. Let's see what needs to happen. So you want to walk away. Okay. Eight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So that Three of Swords, yeah. All right, that's kind of the thing. Okay, so you're like, it feels like you're doing a hostage negotiation with the universe, but you're the hostage and the captor. So I don't know how that's going to work out for you. But it almost feels like you're like, okay, well, I'll heal once I know that I'm not going to go through what I just went through again. Like, you really are like, no, tell me, like, I want to see. Like Hermit, Three of Pentacles, I want to see it. I want to see this. I want to see this. Like, I want to see proof that I'm the Empress. For real. Like, and I really got it. If I'm so abundant, then let me create what I'm creating. Let me do what I'm doing. I feel that. Yeah, you said, let me see some real change. Empress of Death. Yeah. Look, in this deck, there's a lot of energies trying to, the Knight of Swords insists on coming. Don't forget, we started with the Emperor. So this, the undercurrents of this are about the yin-yang balance, okay? The undercurrents of this are about the balance of the masculine and feminine energy and having your life be in that balance. And what does it look like for you to hold that balance in your life, okay? There's something, this Knight of Swords is like, there's something coming at you fast, especially with that Eight of Wands energy that was here before. I keep feeling like it's a communication. Caramel, white chocolate caramel mocha today. That's what I'm drinking. Made it at home. Excuse me, Empress, Death, Knight of Swords. Interesting. There's some communication coming in that's going to, it's like it's going to cleave, cut away. It's going to bring light and clarity to anything that was hidden before. And you're going to understand all of this. I feel like a lot of this is really, the moon card kept showing up at the bottom of the deck. I feel like a lot of what you've experienced was like you felt it, but you couldn't see it. But I feel like that Knight of Swords, something is about to come in where you're going to see it. You're going to know. Okay. I'm going to leave this reading here. Whoever this reading is for, I really I trust that you're going to choose that middle path, the one that's made of light and shadow. Anyway, if you like the way that I read, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so the next time I do a reading, you will know all about it. In the meantime, no matter where you are or when you are, remember to trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Ashe.